Welcome to Be One With Me, as we journey together to be the best we can. Today, we'll explore the top 10 steps to move from survival mode to soul-led living. Let's move from reacting to remembering. Most people live their lives running on invisible autopilot, constantly reacting, defending, chasing, surviving. It's the human default after centuries of fear-based conditioning. We've been taught to hustle, to fight for our worth, to protect ourselves from loss. But the truth is, the body and spirit weren't built to live in fight or flight forever. When survival becomes our identity, we forget who we really are. Soul-led living isn't about escaping responsibility or pain. It's about remembering that we are safe to live, to love, and to create from a deeper intelligence than fear. The shift happens not all at once, but through conscious daily practice. It's in the way we breathe, think, choose, and respond. It's in how we listen to our inner voice rather than the noise of the world. The following steps aren't a checklist. They're an invitation back to peace, purpose, and presence. Here are the top 10 steps to move from survival mode to soul-led living. 1. Recognize when you're in survival mode. The first step to transformation is, honestly, just awareness. Survival mode shows up as tension, urgency, anxiety, or that constant need to control everything. You might feel trapped in cycles of doing, without being, working without feeling, or just reacting instead of responding. The body gives you signals: shallow breathing, a tight chest, a clenched jaw, and, a kind of fatigue that sleep just can't fix. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you felt truly safe to just exist, without doing anything to earn that safety? Now let's try a little exercise together. Sit quietly, place your hand on your heart, and tell yourself, I am safe in this moment. Repeat it slowly, letting the words sink in until your breath naturally deepens. Just notice what shifts inside you. 2. Reconnect to the breath. Your breath is, honestly, the bridge between the body and the soul. When you're stuck in survival mode, your breathing becomes shallow. Your energy gets trapped. Hey, just curious. How often do you actually notice your breath? When life feels, a little chaotic. It's something to think about. So here's a simple exercise. Throughout the day, just pause for a moment and take 3 slow breaths. Long inhales through your nose, and even longer exhales through your mouth. As you exhale, imagine releasing fear with every breath out. All right, let's talk about shifting from control to trust. The ego's favorite illusion is control. It really believes that safety comes from managing every outcome, every person, every detail. But maybe, just maybe, there's another way. So, what situation are you currently trying to force into alignment? Take a second to think about it. Now here's an exercise for you. Write it down. Then right beside it, write, I trust that this will unfold for my highest good. Go ahead and read it out loud, as many times as you need, until it feels less like hope and more like knowing. 4. Listen to the wisdom of the body. Your body remembers what your mind tries to forget. It carries every unprocessed emotion, every time you said, I'm fine, when you weren't. Question: what is your body trying to tell you today through tension, fatigue, or pain? Exercise. Scan from head to toe, breathing into every area that feels tight. Ask that part, what do you need? Then, instead of analyzing, just listen. 5. Heal the relationship with stillness. In survival, stillness feels unbearable. The silence reveals what you've been avoiding. So, what emotions or thoughts surface when you're quiet? Try, just for 5 minutes a day, to sit in silence. No music, no phone, and no guidance. Just listen. And if discomfort arises, just breathe through it. You're meeting yourself again. 6. Redefine success through soul values. Survival usually measures success in things like safety, possessions, and approval. But the soul, it measures success in peace, connection, and authenticity. Are you living by your own values, or by what you were told matters? Here's something to try. Write down 3 qualities that make you feel alive, like honesty, creativity, or kindness. Let these become your compass for decisions this week. 7. Release emotional baggage with compassion. You can't rise in vibration while dragging the weight of unhealed pain. Survival energy clings to resentment, guilt, and shame because it mistakes them for identity. Question: who or what are you still carrying that's ready to be released? Exercise. Write a letter to that person, situation, or version of yourself. You don't need to send it. Just write until you feel your chest loosen. Then, burn or bury it as a symbol of release. 8. Practice heart-led decision-making. Every day you face choices that either feed fear or nurture love. The difference isn't always in what you choose, but in where you choose from. So, here's a question for you. How can you check in with your heart before your next major decision? One simple exercise is to place your hand on your chest, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, does this choice expand me or contract me? And, just follow the expansion. 9. Surround yourself with conscious energy. You really can't thrive in soul-led living while staying submerged in environments built on fear, gossip, or scarcity. Energy is contagious, and honestly, so are intentions. Now consider this question. Who in your circle feels like oxygen and who feels like smoke? For an exercise, try spending a week intentionally around people who uplift your spirit. Just notice, how your thoughts, mood, and intuition shift in their presence. 10. Create before you consume. In survival, you consume to feel full. Food, media, validation. In soul-led living, you create to feel alive. So, here's a question for you. What's one creative outlet you've been ignoring because of, not enough time? And hey, here's a little exercise. Just dedicate 10 minutes today to create something, anything, without judgment or worrying about the outcome. Let it be messy, let it be real. Creation is honestly like prayer in motion. So this is the journey from fear to freedom. The shift from survival mode to soul-led living. Well, it's really the great turning point of human evolution. It's not about leaving the world behind. It's about living in it from a higher frequency of trust and love. The soul has always been leading you home, to peace, to purpose, to presence. All that's left is to listen, trust, and follow. Remember, a smile can make someone's day. The right words may change their life. Thank you, I love you. Be one with